Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Bryan with DD214 Transport. Please like, subscribe, and hit the little bell for notifications. As you can see, my surroundings has changed a little bit. I wanted to touch base with you. Come on in the house first. Let's have a cup of coffee. So I've been going from the channel for a minute, and I wanted to touch base with you real quick to explain what's happened. Now, you know, God works in mysterious ways, and I believe that. And, you know, there's going to be certain journeys in life that you're going to have to take with just yourself and you know, the closest people around you. And I'm on, almost past, but on one of these journeys. You know, when I say God works in mysterious ways, believe it. Because if you step back a couple months ago, I had taken February off, even though I rescued a couple loads and did what I had to do there. But come March, I had, well, let me put it to you this way. I made a rhyme about it, if I can remember it. It says, "Here I sit, all broken-hearted, amongst the mess for which we've started. I was happy with my little home, until a bird chirped. It would be much more better if the popcorn was gone. Well, now I sit in a missing kitchen, just a scratching and a twitching." And that's no joke. I had a little bird chirp that we need to take the popcorn off the ceiling, and that started an avalanche of just bullshit, for lack of better words. We totally destroyed this house. So anyway, now let's get back to the God works in mysterious ways. You know, I'm all about, you don't necessarily, it's not what you make, it's what you keep. Well, I decided that the 1st of March, since we were going to do this remodel, that I would save some money and I would take up the tile in the kitchen, which was, you know, ceramic tile or whatever's on the floor. So I go to my most favorite place in the world, which is a rental store. I picked up a demolition hammer, and it's one of those that has wheels. I'll put a picture up in a second, but it's one of those that has wheels on it. And I decided that, hey, I can take up this tile, and I can probably save $1,000 or $2 just by taking up the tile. And so I proceeded. Now, the next day, I was going on a run to Alabama. I hadn't planned on coming off the road or anything. So I was just trying to save some money. So again, remember, God works in mysterious ways. So, guys, I get this demolition hammer home, and it's making pretty short work of this floor. And I'm really happy about it. But at one point, I was almost done, not quite done, almost done. At one point, my hand slipped off of that demolition hammer, and it hit me right in the chest, right in the lower chest. Knocked the breath out of me, and anyway, I continued on. The next day, I have to go to Alabama. So I continued on. I got the floor up. It looks great. Everything's up. I'm happy with it. I get up the next morning. I go to Alabama. Well, I'm taking a load to Alabama. So I go down there and I start headed back. Coming back, guys, every bump in the road felt like I was taking a sledgehammer to the chest. I really thought that I was going to have to pull over and stop. But thank God I got it home. I couldn't hardly breathe. I got up. I went to the emergency room at the VA, and I'm laying there, and they said, "Well, we're going to do a MRI on your chest." So they take me back, do an MRI on my chest, and the doctor comes out, and he kind of has a grin on his face, and he says, "You know, this is the kind of thing that happens in car wrecks, not necessarily a kitchen remodel." He said, "You have fractured your sternum. You got a 3 centimeter crack, about yay big, in my lower sternum." And I'm like, "Wow, that explains a lot." And he said, "Well, get dressed, come here, I want to talk to you." And it was at that point the smile kind of went off his face, and he said, "Hey, we found an anomaly." And I said, "Well, what's an anomaly?" And he's like, "Well, it's a growth, it's a tumor. We found a tumor." And it was on my gallbladder. So, long story short, ever since they found that, I have been in appointment hell. So it's one appointment after another appointment after another appointment after another appointment. So let me tell you where we're at now, and then we'll get back to running some HotShot. So they basically took 2 cameras, went down my throat, went up the yanks, met in the middle, did a dueling fight, did some biopsies. Everything's come back okay. I'm fine. Their problem is they can't figure out, one, why it's there, and why it's growing. So I'm still in appointment hell. But just so you know, it's benign. The biopsy come back fine. It's all good. So listen, thanks for everybody reaching out with their concerns. I appreciate it. I'm still in remodel hell here, so I'll be shooting my videos basically from my chair instead of the kitchen, because there is no kitchen. Literally, there's no kitchen. If you need anything, please reach out. We'll help anybody we can. All you guys, thank you for all you do. You veterans and first responders, we wouldn't have America without you. And, we'll see you next time. It's Bryan with DD214. Like, subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications. See you.